Yeah, I hear 'em talking though. They ain't saying much, so what the fuck they talking for? Oh yeah, that's what it is. I wish a nigga would, you wish a nigga did.
Yo, what it is, what it was, what it's gonna be. It's your boy DJ Morles. I mean, we was on a little vacation for a minute. I want to introduce another new co-host. I mean, my boy Young Belvi.
Yo, it's your boy Young Belvi.
Saying, Belv, I mean, introduce yourself into the crowd and to the people. I mean, let them know who you is, what you about, what you doing. I mean, like, you know, give a little introduction.
Okay, formerly I am the host of the Laughing Gas comedy series that we have right now. Audio engineer, producer. You can find my music on all the streaming sites. Just Google, link up Young Belvi, Instagram at Young Belvi. Everything's at Young Belvi.
All right. Okay, let's see how this rock. Let's see how this flow. I mean, this is Real Talk. I mean, brought to you by Laughing Gas, episode 4. So, I'm saying, like, you just want to get right into it.
Yeah, man, we can go right into it. You want to talk about what you want to talk about?
I mean, you took a minute to get up this motherfucker.
It's Real Talk. Look, I ain't gonna hold you, bro. Traffic, man. It take me 2 hours to get out here.
Yeah, traffic took a minute for me. Yo, traffic was a bitch for me too, and I only live about 20 minutes from this motherfucker.
Nah, I got 2 hours.
I mean, shit. 20 minutes versus 2 hours. Yeah, that's a ride. All right, but let's get to potting. First off, we got a lot to talk about. I mean, it's been a long break. Let's get to this Kendrick album.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that's definitely something I want to dive into. And I'm going to be 100% honest with you, bro.
What's up?
My first listen, like, first off, my expectations was high. Been waiting for this nigga to drop little teasers here and there. I mean, when Lil Keem was doing his thing, like, all right, he priming up, he getting his ready. I mean, like, because the nigga a vocalist.
Right.
I mean, like, this nigga go dumb hard. I mean, then did the halftime show or whatever, priming us up again. So I'm like, I'm getting hyped. Like, I'm like, all right, Mad City was, I mean, a fire album. I mean, Damn was dope. I mean, I'm like, this nigga seemed like he getting better. To me, he hiccuped with To Pimp a Butterfly, but it just wasn't for my crowd. I mean, he got nominated for a bunch of shit. I mean, like, he won Pulitzer Prize off of it.
Okay.
I mean, so it did reach the masses, but it just wasn't my type of album. So I figured, all right, this nigga going higher. Like, we getting Cole, Drake, and Kanye in one whole package with Kendrick. I mean, my expectations was like, nigga, I'm about to put this bitch on 40. I mean, put the sunroof down. I mean, like, shit, nigga, I'm about to vibe. So being my expectations was so high, I was vibing, but it brought me, the emotions was too all over the place with the album. You feel me? I mean, so my first listen, I was like, it's all right, but this shit put a big fizzle in, like, my fire that I had for it. You get what I'm saying? Because I listened to it with different ears. But you got to think, I listened to it with ears that I've been listening to Lil Baby, The Baby, I mean, 42.
You said you do listen or you don't listen?
I do listen.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So I'm listening to it with those new ears.
Right. That's your new comfort zone.
Yeah. So
okay.
So that's what threw me off. I mean, like, cause I'm listening with those type of ears. So I guess my expectations was something along that level, not realizing who Kendrick is. Kendrick doesn't follow the crowd.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? So I was looking for Kendrick to follow the new crowd with a different sound, but somewhere along those lines. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, he's like another Kanye. Like you got College Dropout, The Graduate, all of that shit, but then he switched everything up with 808s and shit like that. I mean, so even with Nas does the same shit. You get what I'm saying? So when I listened to it a second time, I was able to appreciate it a lot different. I mean, I knew, you hear the sirens in the background. We are in the city of Newark, so don't forget.
The hood.
I mean, so when we say we coming live, we coming direct live to you, right from the trap house. I mean, so, but yeah, that was like my second time listening to it. I was able to dive into it and really listen to it. And honestly, it's a dope ass album.
You see the growth.
Yeah, I seen the growth, and I was able to really listen to and pay attention to what he's saying. So I'm like, nah, these lyrics don't really match up with that. So like, he said this. I mean, like, it wasn't hitting for me.
Yeah.
But then when I listened to it, I listened to it on a ride up here. I mean, to give it a second chance. And honestly, the vibe was different.
Yeah.
I mean, mentally I was different. I mean, so my vibe was different with it. And I'm like, yo, this shit actually dope. You know what I'm saying? So I salute him on that one. I mean, like, that was a dope project. We probably ain't gonna hear from Kendrick for the next 10 years. He said that's his last album on TDE.
You think it's gonna take 10 years to Kendrick drop an album?
Well, not 10 years, but shit, nigga, we waited 5 for this one.
I mean, yeah, but it was well anticipated. You know what I'm saying? It had enough backing on it. Like I said, it's the last album with TDE. I mean, we gonna wait for the great.
Yeah.
You know, my opinion on it was, you know, the Kendrick album was great as far as the content of it. You know what I'm saying? The stuff you talk about, the things he was expressing and everything, like, you know what I mean? Talking about people not owning their masters and all that stuff and the business of the music definitely was an ear opener.
It definitely was.
You know what I'm saying? It felt like lyricism still can work, you know what I mean? But, you know, a lot of people ain't gonna receive it because, like you said, we listening to a simpler, faster music right now. That's just what's going on.
And like you said, lyricism with content, like, I mean, like, when he dive into like his stories, them shits is like, this nigga dive deep into them. I mean, like,
yeah, straight art.
His stories, like, I feel as though I'm visualizing the whole shit like I'm watching a movie. You know what I'm saying? I'm mad that part 5 wasn't on it. I mean, like, that threw me off. I mean, because that was a dope introduction into anticipating this album. You know what I'm saying? So I was kind of disappointed that he didn't put that on it, but his concept was dope. I mean, I'm a baby feed you. I'm gonna throw this out there for you. I mean, I'm gonna give you the visual. I'm gonna give you everything. And basically, if you listen to part 5, it's really like a breakdown of this whole album. Because I'm gonna give you different styles and different versions of me, which he did on this album.
Yeah, it was so it had so much content that you couldn't even tell that wasn't on the album.
Nah.
You get what I'm saying? Like, it gave you enough ear.
Yeah, it definitely did.
To say you can miss pieces that we've been like putting out over the years or over the time that, like, oh shit, that's not even on here. Like, that's what I like about Kendrick, that when you got an artist that could do that, they could put singles out and they stay singles and not be on albums.
On the album. Because that's what a lot of artists do now. Like, you'll hit us with singles for like the next 2 years. I mean, like, you'll throw 5 singles out there with a 12-track list, I mean, for your album. But 5 of those tracks are the singles you've been beating us in his head with for the last 2 years.
Right.
I got to skip past all of those because I've been listening to them already. I mean,
right, you get repetition.
Yeah.
It's not like I don't think the music industry album wise works just how it used to, where we get an 18-track album and like we got 3 singles on there and the rest of it become singles after the album.
After the album, exactly. I mean, whatever the radio picks.
Right.
I mean, but it was definitely a fire album. I mean, like, it definitely deserved my second ear to it. I mean, I'm probably gonna ride home with it. But like you said, I mean, like, hip hop has definitely changed up. I mean, like, how they structure albums now and how they, like, and the song structure is different. Like, we used to a song being at least like 3 to 4 minutes, 5 minutes. I mean, you get 5 minutes on. I mean, like, you getting 3 hard bars.
Yeah.
And a dope hook. I mean, that's not just like 2 words. I mean, like, but now with the song structure, like, because another album I did like came out a while ago. I like the 5-Year album. That was definitely a vibe for me. And but a lot of his tracks by himself was 2 minutes.
Right, because I'm noticing that with artists, they don't have maybe it's not the attention span. No, as consumers, we ain't got the attention span no more to listen to 5-minute songs.
As new consumers.
Right. We probably can, as listening to music back in the day, we can do it. But nowadays, it's like, if that song's 5 minutes, that beat switches up at least twice.
Yeah. Which was a dope concept, because I'm trying to think the first artist that actually introduced that was giving you one track with pretty much 2 songs on it. I want to say was X. I mean, he gave you one song and switched up the beat and pretty much gave you 2 whole complete different vibes off of it. I mean,
yeah.
Drake and Future do it for
Drake
you
and Future do it.
Yeah, they famous for that.
Travis Scott do it a lot.
Yeah,
now.
Travis Scott do it. What's the young boy? Pooh Shiesty, he do it. But it's off of a track where he did with Future. But it was dope because Future verse was a completely different vibe, and then when Shiesty come on, the beat is completely different. BPM is different. Everything is different.
Yeah.
I mean,
it's like me or something. You got Future singing on the front half.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
And what's my nigga name on the back end?
Pooh Shiesty.
That's Pooh Shiesty come on first?
Pooh Shiesty is the, yeah.
Nah, that's Nardo. Ain't they Nardo?
No, you right. It's Nardo.
I'm about to say that. It sound like a Chicago nigga.
Yeah, Nardo.
I know it's. I know one.
You know what I mean, yeah, that's. I mean, like that's the new formula, and I mean, which I like, but that's the only way you're gonna get a 4 to 5 minute track now.
Right.
You know what I'm saying, so the formula of hip hop has definitely changed. I'm saying I do like the direction of how hip hop is going because you got to look at it. I mean, like, and I get mad when people from my generation or a little bit older hate on hip hop now because I'm like, you got to look at it. And I mean, like, hip hop has always evolved. Because if hip hop didn't evolve, we would still be listening to Kumo D and the Furious Five and those type of styles of rap.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
You're right. We got to evolve, but I think where it's like
I don't mean to cut you off, but honestly, that shit was trash to me. Kumo D was I don't give a fuck. I mean, the audience may say differently.
Broken glass everywhere.
Yeah, I mean, but that track was the vibe. But it was doper when, I mean, not for nothing, it was doper when Mace flipped it. You know what I'm saying? So, and it was the same beat and the same vibe, but the way hip hop had changed up and structured during that time, it was way better delivered. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, hip hop back then is new. It was brand new, spanking new. Like you got to have like a baby learning first words type thing. Yeah. So you know what I mean. Of course, the flamboyancy, the producers weren't where they at now. Yeah. You weren't being influenced by different types of production from different places at the time from the beginning.
And at that time, you was trying to keep up with the rock stars.
Yeah, I mean, definitely as a rapper. Yeah. You kept up with a rock star because that was the lifestyle we lived. Yeah.
I mean, so now it's like we are the rock stars. So we run the culture in music, period. I mean, because now you starting to see white people all genres starting to gravitate towards us. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, our music became culture.
Yeah, our music became culture. I mean,
it hasn't became culture for us. It became culture for other people.
Because it was always our culture.
You know what I'm saying? We would still live, dress, and act the way we act because we come from where we come from.
Yeah.
But they see it.
They see it. And
they imitate it.
They imitate it. And I mean, and that's what it is right now. I mean, so music has definitely evolved, and I love the evolution of it. I like the drill scene. I mean, do I like Chicago versus New York drill? That's rough. I mean, like, because there's some Chicago drill rappers I fuck with heavy, but it's New York drill rappers I fuck with heavy too. I mean, like that Brooklyn drill scene is fire. Now,
when we talking drill, are we talking like the sound of the music, or are we talking the artists that create the music? Because like Dirk could be considered a drill rapper, but he don't necessarily do drill shit.
See, I like Fabio's explanation of drill. Fabio pretty much said drill is not the content of the song. It's the beat, it's the melody, it's the flow. I mean, like you can do a love song, but it's drill. It's not necessarily always, like I ran up in this nigga crib, tied him up.
Nah, I get it. It's like it's the fast, yeah.
Yeah. So I like the music behind, like, because it gives you a different type of energy, for one. And it's like just the vibe is completely different. Like I said, I can see the evolution of it. You know what I'm saying? We needed something because for the last 5 years, I want to say hip hop has been very repetitive. It's the same boom, 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 boom. So we needed something like get us back to it.
But we had the 808s. We had the South come in and slap shit across the face.
Yeah, the South slapped for like 10 years.
You telling me boom, 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 boom.
It was rocking, but nigga, how long do I want to hear move, bitch, get out the way?
All right, so you mean okay, so maybe the choruses need to come up a little better. You know what I'm saying? And it's not to knock the South, love the South music, but I feel like where we at right now, if there won't be a drill without the South.
But it won't be a South without Miami. You get what I'm saying? Because Miami actually started off the whole.
Oh no, I count Miami.
Because now we consider the South as Atlanta. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Pretty much so. Miami is like its own country. Just like,
well, Louisiana, Texas is kind of their own thing too.
Yeah. I mean, exactly. I mean, Midwest, all that shit. Everybody has their own sound. So, but I want to say Miami created that 808, that boom, that bass heavy type shit. And I mean, the South, being Atlanta, they caught it and ran with it and spent it a little bit.
See, I feel like the 808s, if I had to say where it started, you're right. I feel like Atlanta definitely spun it a little bit. Mm-hmm. But I feel like if I had to pick where it started and I had to be like, damn, like it's one or the other, early Master P.
Definitely.
Or 2 Live Crew.
2 Live Crew.
You get what I'm saying? Yeah, it's got to be somewhere around them times where 808, because around there, like, no way it couldn't have got to Atlanta. You see what I'm saying? There's no way it couldn't have hit Atlanta. Traveling from Texas all the way to.
Exactly. When Atlanta got it, they took it and ran with that shit.
Yeah, they stretched it. Because it was still bass.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Them 808s was still bass.
Heavy. Yeah,
it was still woo.
Yeah.
Whoop, whoop, whoop,
because even when Outkast first came out, they were still real bass heavy. Yeah.
Boom.
Yeah.
Boom. Yeah, you see what I'm saying?
But slowed it
simple.
Up. Yeah,
it was
simple. It's simple.
Yeah.
And slowed the tempo up a lot. Because the bass down in Miami, it was still fast tempo. I mean, so we took it like, nah, we're going to slow this shit up because, nigga, we ain't trying to go 100 miles per hour to the club, nigga. We want to take our time. We want to roll down that strip. I mean, doing 25 and just let that shit ride. You know what I'm saying? And, like, so they kind of gave you that heavy bass, slowed down tempo. Whatchamacallit took it, that same flow, Texas, and said, all right, nah, that slowing up shit was dope. But Screw was like, nah, we should slow this bitch up a little bit more. Take your lean, and we gonna ride this beat out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, well, I mean, I've been in Texas, so I kind of know how like that little history of the chopped and screw shit. When their music and that whole chopped and screwed thing, it's bigger than what we got here when we heard it. Like, because I remember when we first heard chopped and screwed, I want to say it was the T.I. album that was like mainstream.
Yeah.
You know what I mean, it was like Underground Kings or some shit like that, and they chopped and screwed everything on there. We got to hear fucking ASAP chopped and screwed and all that shit, and then we start digging in and looking for people to do chopped and screwed. But like when you go to Texas,
that's a whole culture.
Man, listen, they got their own, from Houston to Dallas to San Antonio to Austin. The radio is not the same.
Nah.
Nope. From place to place, the radio is not the same. You get your top 100, top 50, them Drakes and the Futures, and but everybody else, the people.
Like when the actual DJs come on?
Man, nah, not even that. Like the Favios.
Okay.
You get what I'm saying? The new guys up here that we be like, oh, and we get forced to listen. You ain't forced to listen to them out there.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Because you the people who run that area are on the radio.
All right, I get you.
You know what I'm saying? So like when you in Houston, you listening to a lot of Houston people. When you in Dallas, you listening to Dallas rappers. You know what I'm saying? So it's like a whole nother culture out there.
Because they actually control their market versus New York. I mean, I don't feel as though New York, New Jersey, they don't control their market. I mean, like, cause shit, they playing everybody, anything. I mean, like, before it used to be like that. Like, you listen to Hot 97, Power 105, WBLS at the time. I mean, Kiss. You hearing nothing but New York artists, New York, New Jersey artists. I mean, that style, like whatever was going on in the South, unless you listen to the radio after 12 o'clock at night, you didn't hear none of that shit. You know what I'm saying? Or unless you listen to video music box or something like that, and a new video breaking, but you wouldn't hear none of that on the radio.
Oh no, we wouldn't, because we was definitely watching the box, listening to Outkast.
Yeah.
And that's how we got hooked. That's how we got hooked on About It. And
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The people hitting them numbers and trying to remember what the numbers were.
Because you never heard Master P on the radio. Ice Cream Man never played on the radio. But when
you
saw that video, because like New York rappers, East Coast rappers, because East Coast they want to consider, Philly, Jersey, New York, shit like that. And I mean, like, it was strictly like gangster. Like the whole even video setup was like fatigue suits, baggy shit, we're gonna have a gun in the video. When P put out his videos, we seen the flashy chains, the women, like the fancy cars, like, oh shit, this nigga like.
Yeah, it was a different insight.
Yeah.
It was a different insight on the game because, like, you know, we were up here. It's cold. Shit cold, man.
Screw faces and everything.
Yeah, niggas got to get the snorkel, hot, tuck your chains in, put your Timbs on. You know what I mean? You fucking wear your Yankee hat proper.
I mean, like, so you got to think of like Onyx, like at that time, Onyx was, I mean, setting the tone of like shit. Just this is the way we walk in New York. I mean,
yeah,
like that shit. I mean, like that's really how the vibe was. You get what I'm saying? Like,
yeah,
you know, so we don't. How the fuck this shit go? We don't wear silly chains in New York. Some shit like
yeah,
so.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? So like the vibe was definitely completely different. So when we got introduced into that became a culture. Like who Master P introduced us to it, but Hot Boys really gave us that vibe. You get what I'm saying?
We mean with the big jury?
Your big jury, all that.
I mean, but they've been doing, you know, like when I see the jury thing and somebody
East Coast wasn't doing it like that.
Nah, we weren't doing the big jury. We had the one chain with the cross. It was the cross and the Jesus pieces. That's what our thing was.
And it was about this big. I mean, long as fuck.
Yeah, and the piece probably about that big at max. Like you ain't had no goofy shit like this. It was like that at max.
Exactly.
You know, some people, we had Slick Rick, and of course Ghostface was doing it, and a couple other people, but it wasn't, you're right, it wasn't everybody doing it.
And it still looked like a costume.
But you know where it came from though? In the South? Somebody put me on to this shit. It was about where the idea of wearing big shit. So you know, when we see it all the time, so you know when you see Cadillacs, right? Yeah. Or cars, and the old school ones, they had them badges on it. Yeah. And then they had the hood ornament.
Okay, yeah.
Southern kids used to pop them shits off.
Oh yeah,
and wear them around their neck. You see what I'm saying? But that wasn't a big thing to do up here.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? And then you know, the real drug dealers go out here when they get it bigger, they go get the big Jones with
get the big medallion.
Right. You know what I'm saying? It becomes a thing now. When the kids see it, he want the Cadillac symbol. You know what I mean?
Because that definitely changed the game. I mean, like now it's like shit, you gotta have a big Cuban all iced out. I mean, like, but I mean, like them niggas actually made it famous. I mean, like shit, we didn't even see money like that. Even though a lot of it was prop, but it was still like shit, nigga. Like fuck all this. I mean, like I wanna be like them niggas.
No, I think we saw it, but I think what it was they overdid it. Like we were into cars. You know what I'm saying? We were into like the fashion. Because you gotta remember,
more into fashion,
right? You gotta remember, like during the time where Cash Money was out here, fucking hot with all this jewelry on and shit. They low key only had like $100 outfit on. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Tee, you know what I mean? Right, some Jabot jeans and some what was this? They wear some Iversons or some shit like that. Like you know what I'm saying? And that's it.
That's it.
Like nigga, we walk outside in the wintertime in snow with motherfucking $200 Timbs on, $200 jeans on, $400 coat, and motherfucking t-shirt like at least 40.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? The hats is 40 off the beam. Like we come outside 600-700 even.
That I can't champion the East Coast for. I mean, like East Coast has always controlled fashion. I think we still control fashion.
I don't think so. I think the skinny jeans shit came from the South.
Nah, skinny jeans, a nigga tell you.
I feel like it was the LA South thing.
It was a Philly thing. Philly niggas started, I mean, like, and this is going back, I want to say in like the fucking late 90s. I mean, because my man went to Temple, coming from Jersey, coming from North, and wearing like how he was wearing shit, I mean, bagging shit like, yo, why you wearing them MC Hammer pants? I mean, like, them niggas been wearing slim fit jeans. Yeah. Like, that was the normal for them. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So it gradually changed into, I mean, like, State Property wore shit like us, I mean, but I even think their style was even different until they got introduced into New York. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But Philly, from my history, for what my history shows me, Philly was the first niggas to start back wearing fitted jeans.
Yeah, I feel like that was a Cali.
Cali was khakis and shit like that. I mean, like
I feel like
you can't buy a pair of baggy khakis.
Like I don't feel like it was the gangsters or the gangbangers doing it. I feel like it was just like the hipsters in Cali just started that vibe of like, yo, matter of fact, let me put some skinny jeans on real quick. Let me get fitted. I want to be fitted today. Like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, I think people OD'd on it.
But you got to think, it was a disconnect between East and West Coast. You know what I'm saying? So whatever they was doing in Cali, we still didn't see that shit.
Because niggas was jerking.
Yeah, I mean,
niggas was jerking and niggas was jerking in tight jeans, and that's a West thing. That's why I think like it started in Cali. I feel like Atlanta kind of picked it up a little bit. Atlanta might have OD'd on it.
Yeah.
Atlanta might have been the ones that made it too tight.
Yeah, but Atlanta's a whole different animal. I mean, like, the niggas that was wearing it too tight in the beginning, they was wearing it too tight for a reason.
Right, and that's where we saw it at Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? Like, because the niggas in Cali was wearing it on their waist. They ain't really they ain't really sag too much in Cali. Like,
I mean, like, Atlanta is another different fashion sense. I mean, like, they run fashion a little bit too.
The South gave us our colors.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
I mean,
all that flashy, fucking yellow, lime green, flamingo pink.
You would never catch a nigga note with some lime green ass or bright pink or
hell no.
Nigga, I never even knew what the fuck fuchsia was back in the day. Nigga, I thought that was a material.
I figured out what magenta was because of T-Mobile.
So they definitely opened our eyes up to, like, just being open. Like, dare to be different.
Yeah.
So, every coast has its own thing. I don't want to veer off of this because I want to know your opinion on Jersey drill.
Okay.
Like, Jersey trying to make their mark with their drill style. A lot of the drill rappers that I've ran across in Jersey, Unicorn is one. Shout out to him. Killer Kurt Cobain. His drill is like mixture between Jersey club and drill music.
Okay. Like
they beat is completely different. So, like I want to see like what's your take on Jersey drill? Like, because when I hear Jersey niggas like some of the young guys that does do Jersey drill, but it sound more or less like you trying to emulate Brooklyn drill.
Right.
Like you changing your voices and like all
that
shit.
Yeah. That's why I don't like that. I don't like that whole when niggas trying to sound demon like.
Yeah. I'm on demon time.
like, bro, you your voice gonna be fucked up by the time you 22, bro. That's like if you gotta do that to rap, like it's too much of a gimmick, bro.
Exactly. Like, so I'm gonna give you a little. I don't know if you up on my man, Unicorn. AKA Killer Kurt Cobain.
Yeah, I heard Unicorn.
Like.
Hey, and I'm back on my bullshit, beating it up. You might think I'm abusive, sipping this juice. I ain't talking no lucid. She went up breaking that bitch must be stupid. Fuck.
You get what I'm saying? It's a different vibe.
Right.
It give you that Jersey club vibe where you gonna pop.
Yeah.
But you still on that drill shit. Like the lyrics. Now it goes back to that. Now it's that drill, street drill shit. You get what I'm saying? But it gives you a club beat to it too. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I applaud him and Mr. Jersey Drill. Cat from Elizabeth. Shout out to him. He doing this thing over there too.
Shout out to Eastwick.
But that's their vibe, and I like it because you ain't like some of the Jersey drill rappers that emulating Brooklyn drill. All right, fuck it. I like drill music, like the style, like the flow, but nigga, this Jersey. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna put that Jersey flavor in it. So, I honestly feel it. I fuck with it. So
I fuck with it. I fuck with Jersey drill. I like the fact that I'm a nostalgic fan. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I like the fact that they doing the chopping like we used to listen to our club music back in the day, going to the skating ring, you know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Throw one on the wall, you know what I mean? And you do what you do, you know what I'm saying? I like that they do that. The Jersey drill is its own thing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
It definitely is. It's in its own lane.
Right, because we've kind of always had our own lane.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's Jersey music is unlike nothing else
The only
in the United States of America.
Because you won't go to New York and hear club music. You know what I'm saying? They might have had one club that was really rocking Jersey club music. Back in the day, but you won't hear no Jersey club music. At all in any other. You're here in Baltimore.
You hear it in Baltimore, but Baltimore kind of got their own little spin on it too.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They chop they shit up a little different than we do, but it's almost similar.
It's almost similar, yeah.
Yeah. You know, they got go-go roots.
Yeah, I mean, Chicago has somewhat of the same wave also. I mean, they don't do the drill like we do. I mean, but like far as club music, yeah, Chicago does. I mean, like
it's similar.
It's similar.
Baltimore, Chicago, our music all similar when it comes to that nostalgic club music.
You can hear it in some of R. Kelly's up tempo music. I mean, like has that.
But you talking clubhouse?
Clubhouse. Yeah,
right.
And you can hear it in Kanye's, some of Kanye's song also.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, he'll throw on, I mean, that club vibe to you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and I mean, like, so we've always definitely had our own vibe. We just never got the credit for it. And like I said, a lot of these artists now is really starting to get put up on, I mean, like, the WAP song.
Yeah.
That song was not, the original song was not rocking in New York.
Right.
I mean, somebody put you up on that song. You know what I'm saying? Like, the only nigga that I can honestly say that made those type of club house music popular, like far as, I mean, beat that bitch with shit like that. I mean, like Joe Buttons.
Or the Percolator or something like that.
Joe Buttons brought you to that scene.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, but other than that, I mean, like, nah, we never, I mean, like, nobody really gave Jersey the recognition for that or even recognized our club scene at all.
I mean, they recognize the. I mean, I can agree and I can disagree because you know they recognized us, but they never gave us. You right,
no.
the recognition. You know what I mean? Because let's keep it real. Sierra copied it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Childish Gambino copied it.
Yep.
Like you feel what I'm saying? Like for years, people copy Jersey artists.
Yeah, because Jersey's always been a vibe, but don't want to give us our due. I mean, process. And I always tell people like that. Most of your dopest artists come from fucking Jersey.
Yeah, or pass through here.
Pass through here. I mean, like SZA from Jersey.
Yeah.
I mean, not for nothing. Hove is technically from Jersey.
Yeah, man, you cannot fucking fight a New York nigga about that shit, yo. And I be telling people like, yo, he says this shit in songs. Like straight up, son. He tells you, nigga, he used to live in Trenton, bro. Like, he let you know he was out there in Camden, like in that area, doing his thing. Like he let you know this in songs. Like how you just deny this? They like, no, nigga, fuck that, nigga. Y'all are trash can and shit. Fuck you.
I mean, we
said it. Fuck it.
We created a lot of vibes. I mean, from Latifah. I mean, like some of your best producers. I mean, Just Blaze. I mean, like from Jersey.
Got the Fugees.
I mean,
Prize.
Like,
Wyclef.
I mean, one of the legends, Lauryn Hill. I mean, like, so you can't knock Jersey. I mean, Red. I mean, like, the list goes on.
Right. The list is very long. You know what I'm saying?
There's a lot of names I'm forgetting, but the list goes very, very long.
And then you got to talk about the relocates.
And shit. I mean, even like coming up to date, Coi Leray. She's from Jersey.
Yeah.
Born and raised. I mean, still lives in Jersey.
Fucking Kanye passed through here.
Yeah. I mean, Eminem.
Yeah.
I mean, he got his lyrical skills and his lyrical courage living in Newark, New Jersey, because he was with the Outsiders. I mean, like this nigga used to be downtown Newark, South Orange Avenue. I mean, like the heart of Newark. I mean, it's like so. A lot of his roots came from Jersey. He might be from Detroit, but a lot of his roots came from Jersey. So I mean, like we need to get more recognition. I mean, like give us our props. I mean, give us our shit. You feel me?
Definitely.
I mean, so but all right, so trying to move this along. What else we got going on? I mean, like we dealt with the ups. I mean, of course we got some downs. I mean, like shit, it's America. I mean, fuck else you want to do? I mean, the Boston. I mean, the Buffalo shooter.
Yeah, that was crazy, man.
That was definitely a crazy scene. I mean, my prayers go out to all the families. That lost ones, and even the families that suffered, because everybody that was in that supermarket suffered in some type of way of another. I mean, like some people would never go to a crowded area or a supermarket ever again.
Right, they door dashing and Instacarting.
And not even meeting a nigga at the door. Like, nah, leave that shit on the porch.
Right.
I mean,
people be traumatized from things like that. It's messed up. We gotta still deal with this type of thing in this nation.
Exactly.
You know.
I mean, we all thought racism was eventually going to fade out. I mean, but obviously it's still alive and well. I mean, like, and that's honestly, unfortunately, is a generational thing that's forcing that type of culture to still exist. All right, but like I was saying, I mean, like I mean, like you said, everybody that was involved is going to be traumatized forever. Like, how do you think them people, like, because now, all right, they cleaned up the blood stains, this crime scene is back open. Some of these people still got to go to work and have to go to fuck to work. You know what I'm saying? Like, and have to relive that trauma every single day. You know what I'm saying? Because they have to feed their families. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So, like, it's crazy. I mean,
it's unfortunate that, you know, that, like I said, we got to deal with this type of stuff right now, especially in the country we in and going through so much that we didn't went through. I think that, like, you know, the people, even if, you know, they weren't affected directly, you know, family members didn't get harmed, they didn't get harmed. If you was in that store and you lived in that area, maybe even that town, you affected. Like, somebody sitting in their house who saw this on the news, who already had an issue coming outside, is not coming outside.
It's people that left the supermarket 5 minutes prior to it happening and just like,
it could have been me.
It could have been me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It was a wife that said,
was the guy from there? From that town?
No. I don't think he was from that town. Cause it was a black town. Okay. It was a black neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? Black neighborhood in Buffalo.
Yeah, I never knew where he was you know, specifically from, if they had a town for him or.
I believe the gun he legally bought was parents legally bought for him in New York State. But the magazine that he bought from Pennsylvania. Okay. I mean, because I believe New York got strict as gun laws. It's just as bad as Jersey. So I know in New Jersey you can't have a rifle or a pistol with anything more than 10 rounds in it. And shotgun wise, you can't have no more than 6 rounds in a shotgun.
Okay.
I mean, so it's like, I guess they figures they limit your ammo. I mean, like, you got to reload more. It gives people more time to react.
Right.
I mean, that's my assumption. I mean, but yeah, speaking of Jersey gun laws, yeah, they ridiculous, because I'm just now a brand new legal firearms owner, me and my wife, firearms owner in Jersey, and the process is ridiculous. I mean, like, shit, they want to know everything about you. You know what I'm saying? But I do recommend, I mean, like, anybody in New Jersey, I mean, like, you need to, I feel as though you need to arm yourself. I mean, protect your home. You can't bring it out the house unless you're going to the range, but protect your home. I think the carry laws need to be a little bit loosened. I mean, because honestly, in New York State, I truly feel if the carry laws was a little bit more lenient, a lot of tragedies like this wouldn't be as tragic. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, Atlanta, this shit don't happen. Because everybody's strapped in Atlanta. And now they changed their law where you don't even need a permit to even carry. I mean, like, something pop off like that. You got 40 other people in that store with a gun. Somebody putting you down before you, I mean, make your next move. I mean, so.
Yeah.
But, you know, it's just, this country right now, it's in a real tragic state. And I mean, like, we got hit with COVID. I mean, but we strong because we bounced back. Matter of fact, let me rewind it back and go even further. We dealt with 9/11. I mean, which was crippling. I mean, but we came together, we fought through it, and we came back stronger than ever. I mean, as far as New Jerseyans and New Yorkers, I mean, like, we dealt with Sandy. I mean, and still staying tall and got even better after that.
Right.
COVID came through, swept through like a motherfucker. I mean, and you know, we band together. I mean,
COVID was like nationwide too.
Yeah, it was nationwide,
even all over the world. And
but you gotta think, Jersey, New York, Florida.
It's the most crowded place.
It was the most crowded place, and we got hit hard. I mean, like, but we bounced back from that shit. I mean, like, now we out like it never even happened. You know what I'm saying? Of course, COVID is still relevant and still around, but I mean, we learned how to move on. Like, we stronger than this. I mean, like, it's just, I mean, we got to keep moving.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, you know, that's how we got to look at things. I mean, like, we take it on the chin and just keep pushing. I mean, and just figure out a way through it. And speaking of COVID, I feel as though COVID actually made us a lot smarter, not dumb. It might have made the kids a little bit dumber because virtual learning was
Wait, you think kids is dumber right now?
I think kids are.
Okay, so maybe the kids that are older. But have you been running into COVID babies lately? Like, kids born during the pandemic.
How the fuck they smarter? They just got here,
bruh. Like these you ain't seen these
right,
2 3-year-olds.
Yeah, because
that's out here just.
I get it because
It's something, yo.
I got
It's
I got
something
twin
went on during
5-year-olds.
COVID.
I got twin 5-year-olds, and honestly, after day 2 on the iPad, they work that motherfucker better than me.
Right, but now you got these 2 and 3-year-olds doing the same
Doing
thing.
the same thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, so,
Like, yo, look, Pete. I watched a 2-year-old, right? Pick up a remote, a Roku remote,
Yeah.
right? Go on the smart TV, go straight to YouTube, right? Go through the music, like you know how you got your names.
Yeah.
Go pick an artist that they like. Go to the song they like and clicked on it and played it and sung the words to the song.
Yeah, I believe it.
Yo, never.
That's the new. But you know what? See, these kids now, like, okay, let's see what our generation. We had none of that shit. So we had nothing to mimic or emulate. Because all we did was mimic what we saw.
Right.
And spent on it a little bit. I mean, evolved from it. So the tech game is still kind of new to us. I mean, so we sharp with it, but we rusty with it. But our kids is watching us. All they gotta do is watch 5 minutes. Like, all right, he pressed up, he pressed down, left, right, beat, A, select, start. All right, I got it. So they mimic that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, 'cause my son could. He's 5.
They mimic it before.
They mimic it ridiculously. I mean, like, my kids is 5 now, but I want to say at 3 years old, Daddy, I put Spider-Man in your cart. My cart? What the fuck? How did you even get to Amazon?
Yeah.
And find Spider-Man.
I've seen these kids now is beyond me at this young age, man.
They definitely are. But the technology is there for them to be. The technology
Right.
there
It
for
wasn't
us.
there for us. We're at the age where we were learners of it.
Like, when we had computers, my G, we didn't even have a mouse. You get what I'm saying?
No, we didn't even have
a floppy disk was an actual floppy disk.
Yeah, it was floppy. And this show was floppy.
Exactly. I mean, so it was like,
That thing used to bend,
Yeah,
break.
move it up.
You couldn't have no magnets by it. Oh man! And it was only like 35 megabytes or something. I don't even think it was megabytes. What was the size of the
horrible.
first floppy?
I don't know.
Yeah, what was the size of the floppy? We got to see who. Everybody know the size of the floppy disk.
I mean, it was definitely horrible. I mean, like, we had cassette tapes.
Oh yeah,
Like, you even try to find a cassette tape. I went to Best Buy. This was years ago. CDs was still prominent, and I wanted to put some of the CDs on a tape or some shit like that. I'm like, yo, where your blank tapes at?
1.44 megabytes. Is that a floppy you could buy now?
Ain't no floppies anymore. You can't buy a floppy.
You can buy a floppy. You get somebody. You could look on Amazon and
Where
buy
the
a
fuck-
floppy.
Where the fuck you gonna put it?
You fucking buy you could get like an attachment.
Ain't
or
no
something.
attachment for that shit. Flash drive.
Somebody selling them
Flash
floppy
drives
disks
and
right
these
now,
right now.
and they are arm and a leg, yo. I promise you, floppy disk probably $35 right now for.
Because you got to think. I mean, like, right now, mixtape DJs, they don't even sell CDs anymore. You know what I'm saying?
you
Like,
right.
You will catch them. I mean, at the corner store, this and that. Something. They sell flash drives.
You see flash?
Yeah,
Wait,
niggas
hold
selling
on.
flash drives.
The bootlegger is selling flash drives.
Yes.
So you just taking your joint?
Or he airdropping it to you right then and there.
Yo, the
That's
bootleg
the-
game that got crazy.
That's the new.
bruh.
That's the new technology.
Airdropping.
Airdropping.
You can't even charge somebody for airdropping.
I mean, because you can, nigga, where am I put a fucking CD at or a DVD at?
Nah, that's true shit. I mean, your car don't even got them no
Nah.
more. Your car don't even have CDs or DVDs.
Not at all.
Yo, I ain't gonna hold you. I just bought a computer, spent a bunch of money, right, on this computer. And I was so upset. Like a month later, I was looking at it and I was like, yo, there's no CD drive on here. I'm like, what happens if I get like a disc and I gotta like install something? Like I gotta always go for digital copies? Like this
Yeah.
ain't right.
I mean, like that's yo, technology can change so fast, so quick. I mean, like, shit, CDs is obsolete completely. DVDs is, you can find a DVD, but I don't know what the fuck you gonna play it on.
I mean, you still got
PlayStation and Xbox.
Right. You got PlayStation, you got your Xbox. I mean, some people got them TVs with the, you know what I mean?
Ain't no TV, DVD combo shit no more.
Nah.
Nah, I don't
They
know.
ain't got the DVD player, and I'm keeping it being. I ain't brought a TV in a minute. I ain't got nothing in my house 4K. All that shit.
I got badass kids. I got badass kids that force me to buy a new TV like every fucking 2 years.
I stopped trusting in technology when they started doing all the goofy stuff, turning TVs and all types of bending them, and this one's better than this one, and that one's better than that one, and like I didn't get hip to that. Like
I'm a tech head, so I stayed on top of all of it. I ain't gonna lie. I mean, like I want the newest technology shit that comes out. I mean, mind you, my iPhone is 2 years old, but I mean, I like keeping up to date with the new technology as far as TVs, headphones, laptops, iPads, shit like that. I mean, I'm a big tech head.
Definitely. I love me some. I mean, I like me a little bit of technology.
I mean, and I even like how the DJ game evolved from technology. Like I hear a lot of old heads talking, "Oh nah, you can't spin on vinyl, this and that." Like nigga, do you know how hard it was with vinyl? Not the skill set of it, but nigga, if you went to a fucking party, you had to bring your 2 turntables, your mixer, your equalizer, your amp, your speakers. Then after all of that shit,
a bunch of fucking crates.
Bunch of fucking crates.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So like, nigga, all I gotta bring is a laptop and a controller, and I'm good.
Right. Nah. But see, I feel like when they say, "Oh, you ain't," it's like a rite of passage. Like Pete, right? It's like a rite of passage. It's like this, right? And I kind of got into it with a production. So like, I've been using controllers for so long now.
Yeah.
I low-key forgot how to use an MPC.
Okay.
So I went out and brought a new MPC so I can get back to the beat banging. Like, you know what I'm saying?
I get what you're saying.
Like, so, but still, it's easy to click on Fruity Loops.
But I get what you're saying, but
design it with your hands.
It was still just a one board. Because even as far as DJ wise, if you go into a club for the night or whatever, you ain't got to bring no equipment.
Right. And
you still have to bring at least like 10 fucking crates.
Right. And my personal opinion, if you probably ain't have to do a lot of scratching or nothing like that. You know what I mean? Like if you came from Serato time frame, you know what I'm saying, when they had the digital vinyls, then you can live. Yeah. I don't feel like you had to be from way back then where they were scratching on you know what I mean, and changing 35s out and crate carrying. I don't think, in my personal opinion, I think you could still have that rite of passage that way. You know what I'm saying? Me personally, I'm not a DJ, so I can give 2 fucks about the turntables, honestly. Like, you know what I'm saying? But like the new shit is perfect because I've used it for so long. Like, I couldn't wait to get off of Beat Machines and like,
I get what you're saying.
Word, you can plug this shit up in, and it's only like so far and so much in it. All right, cool. I'm about to rock with it, and that's what I did.
Because technology made things simpler. I mean, But see what people fail to realize with
it took the feel out of it.
All right, let's not even focus on the feel out of it, right? At the end of the day, and I look at it with beat making and also DJing, you still have to have a skill set to even use those things correctly. Because now it's easier. I got to just press that button, and this and that, and it makes it simple. But as far as DJ wise, if my song selection is not dope, my blending with the songs is not dope, it's easier for me, but I'm still a trash DJ.
Right.
If I'm a beat maker, if my levels aren't correct or this shit sounds washed and trash, I mean, I got the easy technology, but I still don't have the skill set to be dope at that craft.
Nah, it's definitely a skill set, and everything, but it took the feel out of it because, like,
man, fuck the feel. I run with technology. As far as DJ wise,
technology.
I like the technology.
The technology. Look, for a DJ, I see it as being like the greatest thing because it does the work for you.
Does the work for you? Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? And like you could kind of
no. I want to correct you.
What I mean is this.
Does the work for you?
This is what I mean by the work. It's a little less. It's a little more organized. Because when you had a crate, you put whatever you wanted in that crate. You might have stacked that crate off of the last club you went to.
Yeah.
You might have stacked that crate off of what you had in the house. You might have stacked that crate of R&B. You might have stacked this crate of, you know what I mean? However you want to stack the crate. But they line up your BPMs. They line up what should be where, and they put it right there mixed together. Like, you have to do a little touching on the mixing, but they put you in the right area. You see what I'm saying?
I want to say this. I mean, now, if you are an actual DJ, I mean, like, even with the new technology, you still have to have, because back then, because I originally came from vinyl. I mean, and like I said, I came from vinyl. I'm still say fuck vinyl. I mean,
how you say fuck his roots? Just
man, fuck that shit. That shit was hell.
Yeah, I said it
because I had to carry that shit. I mean, it's like a lot of these young niggas that never know even what a coffin was. Nigga, a coffin was like,
ooh, as long as this damn table,
shit.
2 turntables with a crossover fade, and
so shit. Nigga, I will rock with this technology all day. I mean, like, but I did just order a new controller with motorized platters. I mean, just to get the feel back of vinyl, but I don't want vinyl.
right?
But, I mean, but I can say as a DJ, you still should have to train your ear to recognize BPMs.
You do.
Because honestly, like, this shit,
Because they don't be right.
It's not. It's definitely not right.
And sometimes they in double time. That's the thing with the music too that changed.
I mean,
we in double time.
So you still have to learn the waveforms. The waveforms does make it easier, but you still have to learn the craft to be able to still beat match and everything as far as BPMs and shit like that from your ear. I mean,
right.
Because the DJ, I mean, and the same thing as far as production and beat making. I mean, like, you have to have an ear for music. So already, like, cause you know your equipment, you know certain shit that you pressing, certain things. You already have the beat played out in your motherfucking head.
Yeah,
or at least the bass playing in your head.
Right.
So you know what to press. I mean, like, but if you have no idea of music or no sense of music, I can give you these tools, but you're still not going to know how to fuck to use it, no matter how easy it is.
Right.
Because you don't have a sense of music to, this going to line up with that. This beat, I mean, this tempo doesn't line, you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
So sonically, musically, everything doesn't mix and match together.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, you know, like, it's like I said, it made it simpler, but it's still a skill set that you have to learn.
No, it is a skill set. Like I said, I agree with the skill set. But what I do say, and I give technology its advances now, is we're going into retro phase. Yeah. Where everything is getting the old feel back.
It is.
You get what I'm saying? Like you said, you about to get some motorized. What is it? Motorized
motorized platters.
Right.
It's still a controller.
It acts like an old turntable. So you get that real pushback when you go to. You see what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So you can get that weight back in your wrist and all that. You see what I'm saying? It gives it that natural feel.
Yeah.
Our keyboards now are our MIDI keyboards now got weighted keys to feel like a real piano pushing back. You know what I'm saying? Our pads like feel more comfortable and squishy like they used to. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, I have been noticing it, and that's why lately I've been diving into more newer equipment. You know what I'm saying? Okay. I used to be all old shit is a classic. Give me,
I think what technology did was it came, it took off, but it took off too far.
I don't even think it's far yet.
As far as like, I think they went. It's not far yet, but I think they went too far with it where we still exist. So you made it too advanced for, okay, we can learn this, but like, this don't feel right. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, I don't even think it did that. Because I can't wake up and make a beat in my head and put it out on music like without making it.
So, definitely, Belvi. I can get the point that you're making. One thing I do want to get on, and it was something that bothered me, a story I've been following for the last, I want to say 2 weeks was the Young Thug and Gunna, the YSL gang, and I mean, like, that whole RICO case that's going on against them. I mean, like, that kind of fucked me up. Like, for one, it came out of nowhere.
Right.
Not even just for me. Like, shit, I know it came out of nowhere from them because it was a secret indictment. They had no clue what was coming. You know what I'm saying? But on my end, I mean, like, it's a fucked up situation, on a lot of different aspects. And I listened to another pod the other day, and it made me look at it on both sides of the coin. But I mean, I did look at it both sides of the coin, and then I looked at it at the middle, in the middle also, because what they were saying, like, Dick, yeah, it's fucked up that them two young men are locked up. They're millionaires, and now they doing things in their community and stuff like that, which is helping the community grow. I mean, instead of just taking away from the community, what they probably was what they are being accused of doing back then, or whatever. And I mean, but they said you got to look at it the size of the victims that suffered. I mean, for the things they allegedly had been doing in the past, and the things that they gang had allegedly, I mean, have been doing. So I looked at it that way also. I mean, like, but I looked at it, like I said, in the middle. So my thing is, if, like, because this is how, I mean, like, when I go on Facebook, I'm rarely on Facebook. When I go on Facebook, I scroll around. First thing I go to is RLS News or whatever. All right, let me see what the fuck happened in the hood. See who got shot. See what's going on. So when I see it, sometimes
that's sad. We do that.
Yeah,
because I do that. I live in PA. I'm in Pennsylvania, and I still do that shit. I still wake up and check RLS. Like, that shit is sad. Like,
I mean, because the funny thing is, like, the world we live in, the area that we're from, we really basically checking up on our loved ones. Right. We scroll down, see if we see a face or a name. All right, we good. Now I go back and I read all the stories. Like, damn, this nigga dead? What the fuck is wrong with him? Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So, but this is how I look at certain situations. I mean, like, when I see, I mean, old boy that got hit up or whatever. I'm just using something random. Right. I mean, somebody that got hit up. I mean, tragically died. And I look at it in this sense, it's like, you don't know what this nigga did. But I mean, because I'm gonna say in North New Jersey, for the most part, I want to say 90% of it. I mean, this person was targeted. You know what I'm saying? Like, when a motherfucker went after him, they went after him.
Nothing senseless.
Nothing senseless.
I've been trying to explain that shit to so many people. I'll be like, yo, they be like, oh man, hey, you say New York, man, it's crazy out there. I'm like, it is, but I mean, I'm be honest with you. I'm like, yo, shit is not like as wild as people think it is, because it's targeted.
It's
like
targeted.
You said,
if you stay out the way, and I mean, just I mean, move accordingly, like you good.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
You can mind your business and still live in the hood. Like,
definitely. I mean,
a lot of places you have to be a part of that hood to live there. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And it's not like that. So I look at it like that, like, Dig, like, you know, unfortunately he lost his life, or he or she lost his life. I said, but this person chose that type of life to live. And he violated whatever codes, or did this or did that. And this was his end result, or her end result.
Right.
So I can't necessarily feel bad, especially when I see situations where I know the whole storyline of what really happened to this man or woman. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, and I look at the same thing with the Young Gunna and Gunna and Young Thug situation. It's like, yeah, you have to sympathize for the families that went along with this. I mean, that suffered behind whatever activities they're being accused of. But I mean, those people on the opposite side chose that lifestyle. Right. To get involved with, to be in danger of certain activities and certain things. I mean, even as far as the drug game, I mean, like, you know, a lot of people might feel differently on how I look at it. It's like, Dig, if I don't sell drugs, this person is not going to stop selling, like, you know, more or less stop selling drugs, man. You know what? Fuck that. If he felt the right way, I'm just going to kick this shit cold turkey. No, it's not going to go like that.
Nah, I mean, it's not, it's not always the simplest thing. But I mean, if I'm gonna have to just put in my opinion on this YSL Gunna shit, if I'm not mistaken, they caught niggas trying to hit Lucci.
Yeah, yeah.
And then that's what really tied them niggas into everything.
Yeah.
Bro, y'all cooked. Yeah. There ain't no way around it, bro. We gonna be hearing albums from jail, bro. Them niggas is about to be, listen, they about to be, they about to run, what were they, in Fullerton or some shit like that county? Yeah. They about to run that shit. We about to get YSL albums from behind the bars. You got me fucked up. It's gonna be called Slippery Snake. Watch, I promise you. They gonna do some shit like that.
But it's crazy shit. I even questioned. I said, "Hey, all these rappers," because the DA already said there's more to come. Like, we ain't finished right here. I mean,
they gonna get the whole, like,
they getting.
See, the problem with this whole
Lil Baby, I'm nervous for Lil Baby. I mean, because I fuck with him. I mean,
they might get away with that though.
They still part of the same crew.
Right, but Babe, you gotta understand, like, this is like, if we're gonna compare it to something else in the industry that happened, it's the 6ix9ine incident.
That's what I feel as though. I honestly thought.
You dig what I'm saying?
I said 6ix9ine probably snitched.
Only difference is 6ix9ine ain't like 6ix9ine snitched.
Yeah.
You feel me? These niggas got caught up.
They got caught up.
You feel me?
But it is somebody
So
talking.
the Noops, right, but they got caught up talking through their dumb shit.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? They could have been a little bit smarter. The people.
This how Young Thug got tied into one of his cases. Nigga, you actually rented a legal vehicle.
That's what I'm saying.
To do a hit.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
Nigga, if it was no, we would have stole that shit.
That's what I'm saying. Like, how you know, how smart can we be?
Yeah.
Like,
I mean,
you know what I'm saying? Like, but that's the whole catch to it.
Because I'm going to cut you off, but like shit, the trend I've been saying in North, I mean, like, Dick, there's still a vehicle, do the hit, and you're going to see a vehicle on fire down the block.
Yeah.
I mean, that they did the hit in. You know what I'm saying? So, like, yeah, they moved. If it all is
everybody
true,
do different because of the conditions they in. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like they just.
And at the time,
they hit. YSL about to go down, man.
might
And
be
there's
hit.
no way around. They hit, bro. There's no way around that. Boy.
But see,
If
this
they don't, if they not hit, these niggas got great lawyers.
But you got to look at it like this too. I mean, like, see, I understand. I mean, whatever they past involvements was or whatever, but you know, jail is supposed to, for one, rehabilitate you. And the first reason that they lock you up is because they feel as though that you are a threat to society, that you need rehabilitation too.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But these two gentlemen, no matter what they talk about in their songs and this and that, they actual actions have spoken beyond that. You know what I'm saying? They're doing stuff in the community. So they're honestly, you think. But
Bruh,
I'm just saying. I'm just telling you the
Ain't even about the music though.
But you know what? No, it is about the music because they getting charged because of the lyrics in their songs also.
Right, but this the catch though. See, look.
No. Let me finish my point first.
Right,
Let me
go
finish
ahead.
my point. I mean, my point is that's the whole premises behind locking you up. We're locking this gentleman or woman up because they are a threat to society. So we need to put him in behind these bars, rehabilitate him until we feel as though he's safe enough for society. So being that I'm not a threat, because that's how certain people beat murders. You know what I'm saying? But
when you commit a crime, you commit a crime.
But like in New Jersey has no self-defense law. So if I pop you, I'm still gonna go to jail, even if I legally shot you in my crib and everything like that.
You still go to jail.
Because there's no self-defense law in New Jersey.
Right.
This ain't Miami. And I mean, like, there's no stand your ground. So I still go to jail, but I will still be acquitted from my charge because I'm not a threat to society. I don't have a history of this in my past. I don't have a violent background. And I only did this particular crime because you violated my family or my personal space.
Right, but at the end of it, you gotta remember like this though.
But these gentlemen aren't threats to society anymore.
Right, they're not, look,
you think
I
Young Gun
get-
is really
look,
pulling
Pete,
you
I
think
get-
Gun is pulling the job out right now?
I get that they not no threat. You dig me?
Yeah.
I get it. You know
The
what I'm saying?
judge not gonna see it that way.
Right,
but-
no. It ain't even about the judge right now. You got to
Okay.
think about this how it really looks, right?
Yeah.
Whoever got caught with Lucci got caught with Lucci.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Them niggas is a part of the team with Young Thug in them. They put the money up. Thug rented the damn car.
But this is before he was
right.
big, though.
But this is what I'm saying. If they didn't fuck with Lucci, allegedly,
Yeah.
we wouldn't be even talking about the car.
They've been trying to get them niggas for a minute.
Nah, but you dig what I'm saying? We wouldn't be talking about the car if you wasn't fucking with Lucci.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. I mean, shout out to Blizzy. Crip on me. I ain't crip or nothing. But shout out to him because he was the G on these streets. But exactly. The radar wasn't on him. Because he is street legend. Radar wasn't on him until he put a hit out on Ross Rock. Because we was letting you live.
Right.
Down Pennington and all of that shit.
Yeah.
But as soon as you put a hit on the man, oh nah, it's the radar. Call the FBI, call everybody. We on them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So your reign wasn't as long as it could have been. You know what I'm saying? And I think he might sit for. I don't even want to talk about it. Because like I said, he was a real dude. He was a good dude at the same
You gotta
time.
get into politics.
But it's just a crazy situation. And it's like they only wrap us up with it because the RICO was originally created for Al Capone.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's what RICO was created for. But after Al Capone, it seemed like it was only really directed towards us.
I mean, they still hit because that's the thing. We find find strength in numbers.
Exactly.
So with a RICO case, it's like this, right? And me just gonna get simple. When you an oppressed race, you gang up. There's no way around it. We don't see no white people ganging up to do. We see white people ganging up against everybody else ganging up.
We've done that since the slavery days,
right? And we talking Mexicans do that. We talking about anybody do that. Now,
anybody
when you
oppressed.
evolve, right? And when you evolve drugs into a gang and money into that gang, now we talking RICO.
Yeah,
because it's organized.
It's organized.
It's a mafia. It's a mob.
That's the whole thing. They don't want us to organize because
white people just do dumb shit.
It's not illegal to be in a gang. You could be in a gang and it's not an illegal act to be in a gang.
I mean, the definition says it is though.
Exactly. I mean, but what makes it illegal is your gang is doing illegal acts. So now it's no longer a gang, it's a criminal organization. You kind of get what I mean?
Right, but they say gang, and if you look up definition of gang, it basically say like it's already...
Gang is 5 or more people.
Right. But they saying it's another definition of it says it's already people doing
because they rewriting
criminal acts.
Because they rewriting the laws.
Right.
I mean, they rewriting.
Look, right here.
Hey.
Gang, an organized group of criminals. First definition.
You said first definition like it's the second definition. What's the second definition?
Oh, gang, like the fucking the shit for the box on the electric shit. The gang box. That's fucked up, right?
That's all they give us.
Right, that's all they give us. Like an organized group of criminals. Like that's some big shit right there.
I mean,
you ain't never think of it like that, right?
Yeah.
You know some other conspiracy shit theory I be telling people, and I need everybody to really fuck with this shit right now. Yeah, they try and get rid of Black Michael Jackson. Yo.
You fucked my head up.
I'm dead ass serious. Black Michael Jackson.
Who the fuck is Black Michael Jackson?
The Black Michael Jackson. The one before the white bleaching.
The Beat It nigga?
Beat It. Thriller. Like
all that shit.
The real Michael, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like when you look up Michael Jackson, it's hard to find.
Michael was dope before that. I mean, he was dope black and he was dope after that.
Right. But why?
I'm gonna give Michael pass because Mike had mental issues. But you know what? That being said, a lot of our strongest artists all had issues that we lost.
All on White Mikes.
Because that's the more popular one.
But what? Black Mike had the hits. Black Mike sold way more than White Mike.
Nah, he didn't. The Bad album came out with White Mike.
Nigga, no. Nigga, you right, but ABC was way long. What?
That wasn't Michael. Now Google search Jackson 5.
I'm telling you, man. Look,
Jackson 5 had hits.
No. You talking about Billie Jean, Smooth Criminal.
Smooth Criminal was White Mike.
I think he was light skinned.
He was white.
I don't think he was always white.
Smooth Criminal was off the Bad album.
That was when he had the little and then the lean. I think he was light skinned in the video, bro. He was light skinned in the video. He wasn't white yet. He was light skinned. He was Coco. Yeah, he was Coco. Bad to Coco Mike. Get out of here,
but
bro.
But the nigga was started off darker than me.
Nah, you right.
He was going through the Charlemagne phases.
Right. I was almost about to give it to you because I thought he was really fucking light skinned, like really white in the Bad album. And he low key was light skinned.
But every album he got lighter and lighter.
Yeah, after that, whatever albums after that, he was white.
I mean,
when he was,
but that's because he
I am here with you.
But all our strongest artists all had issues.
When he was doing all that, he was white.
But he was still dope though.
Nah, I ain't saying he wasn't dope.
He was dope.
I'm just saying all I'm saying is this.
I seen Michael Jackson live. That nigga was dope.
Look, mark my words. When our kids are our age,
okay,
they will not know who the fuck Black Michael Jackson is.
Nah, they won't.
Right. It's gonna be so hard to like keep. Well, I'm telling you, the internet erasing the shit.
Is erasing? Yeah.
Even when you look at the back channels of where those pictures are of Black Michael Jackson, there are these little ass websites that don't get no viewers. Yeah, she's gonna tell you white, because that's all she's seen. She ain't gonna tell you Michael Jackson's black. Yo, if she do, yo, I love her. But I honestly feel like she gonna be like Michael Jackson's black, white. Like, yo, because kids wasn't born around that. They don't know that.
But you know what?
I mean, kids don't know who Will Smith is for real.
But you gotta think I mean, I ain't even gonna jump on the Will Smith shit yet. I'm still waiting for Chris Rock to go up top. But or retaliate. Have you gonna retaliate? Because he's coming. He already told you he coming, nigga. It ain't finished. But I ain't want to jump on that yet. That's for another pod. I mean, but I just oh, you good? You good? That's gas.
Welcome to Laughing Gas. We got
I mean, but you know, before we wrap this thing up, I mean, Belvi, you know, let the people know, I mean, like what you got going on, where they could catch you at, your URLs, your IGs, shit like that. And I mean, like, you know, your socials, all of that.
Yeah, y'all can catch me on Instagram at Young Belvi. You can catch me on Clubhouse. I'll be in there entertaining social conversation, different people, stuff.
Fuck Clubhouse. Y'all just a bunch of niggas just talking.
Nah, man. Listen, we get in there and get smart. Nah, they get ignorant sometimes, but I mean, we get our point across. Yeah, we should do that. I'll host that shit. No gas. Straight roast room, Laughing Gas style. I'll get it done. Matter of fact, I'll start that shit tonight. On my account, just make a Laughing Gas fucking shit. Yeah, you can catch me on Twitter, The Real Belvi. Just started that back up. I don't know if I got numbers on it or nothing. Brand new. You see it with my emoji and ain't got no followers. That's me, I promise you. I just started that shit like 3 days ago. I don't even know how to work Twitter.
Anything you got going on?
Yeah, we got the Laughing Gas comedy show tomorrow.
Oh yeah, definitely shout out to
yes,
that.
Yes. Give it a claps on that one. Welcome to Laughing Gas. Yeah. Yes. We got the Laughing Gas comedy show. Got a couple albums on the way.
Okay.
Yeah, already done. I'm just kind of waiting on, you know, getting the final touches done.
All right.
So it's gonna be a busy summer.
Yeah, definitely. It's definitely gonna be a hot summer. Along with you, I have the Laughing Gas tomorrow, which will be Friday the 20th. Yeah, Friday the 20th. Tomorrow. I mean, depending on when you're watching this. I mean, got that going on. That's definitely gonna be fire. Shit, the Laughing Gas shit has been fire since we started. I mean, I don't even think we had a hiccup. I mean,
yeah, if you haven't been to a Laughing Gas show, take your ass off the couch and come down to a goddamn Laughing Gas. Look, we got both of them there. Why do you need it anywhere else?
Yeah, you got laughs and you got gas.
You see what I'm saying? So
and
if you don't enjoy the laughs, you at least go enjoy the bud.
Yeah.
But we don't, you know, we make you laugh over here. So
I mean, I can honestly say that's a whole vibe. When I jump into it, it's definitely a whole vibe. So, you know, you definitely want to check it out this Friday. And I believe we switched to every Fridays. Every other is our top tier, which tomorrow, Friday the 20th, is our top tier comedians. Next Friday will be open mic. I mean, for up and comings that just want to get on the big stage along with us. I mean, every other Friday. So that's something you definitely want to catch up. I mean, but other than that, you know, my summer's gonna be busy. I got my own show that I spent off and did. That's on the 28th at Cricket Club in Irvington. That's definitely gonna be fire. I got a ridiculous cast, and honestly, I spent it all for the Laughing Gas because I just took all of the top comedians that they have and just put them in one place. It's a big budget, but it's definitely, I mean, it's worth for you to check out. You know, the link is in my bio. You know, my IG is DJ_MORLES 973. So you can definitely hit me up. I mean, check the link in the bio. Other than that, but I got a hot summer coming up. I got a lot of events coming through. I got a few community events that I got going on. Got a lot of private parties. Got a couple of clubs. I'm booked in and just reaching out to mainly in Newark area. LaRouge. Shout out to LaRouge.
Yeah, shout out to LaRouge, man. It's the start of a lot of niggas' careers.
Yeah,
right
definitely.
There. They ain't even, you know, vibes in the city.
Yeah, vibes in the city is definitely a vibe. I mean, like that's definitely a place to spread your wings and try to get whatever you got going on out there, and they'll support you. And it's a rough crowd, so you will know if niggas fuck with you or not.
Nah, for real.
I mean, be at Blue Ribbon. I was just at Blue Ribbon in Hillside. I mean, they revamped that spot. And it's dope. I mean, I'll be up there soon. So just check on my IG page. I got a lot of shit going on. But other than that, I mean, like, you know, this is a wrap. I mean, like, definitely catch us every week. We're going to be here. I mean, we got topics. Hey, Dig, if you got comments, we look at your comments. I mean, if you got topics that you want us to touch on, we'll touch on them. It's shit. If you just want to kick it about something, I mean, we definitely got you. I mean, you could drop a comment. I mean, phone number or email, something like that, and shit. I mean, we'll virtually put you on the show, and we could definitely make something happen. And because we're always looking for guests. We usually have vendors that we support up here. We don't have anybody this week, but one vendor I definitely want to shout out is Jersey Sunset. I mean, the juices is fire. Make sure you check him out. I mean,
fuck that. We got a vendor. Hey, go get you some stuff from Weed Maps. You know, log into the website.
Okay. Oh, definitely.
That's about it. Where you can find, because we're legal now, so you know.
Yeah.
We can actually use things like that.
Yeah, definitely.
You know.
I mean, so you know that's what we got for you. I mean, but you know we're gonna wrap up the show, but definitely come check us out. I mean, every week, and I mean we here. It's your boy DJ Morles.
It's Young Belvi.
All right, we out.
We got all the laughs. Come out and join the show. Funny comedians. And if you ain't know, 420 Comedy Show.